Hello and welcome to Cookery with Mason Storm. In today's episode we're going to look at making a simple lemon bread. It's very easy to make and this won't take very long. So let's get started. To begin with, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of butter, 1 lemon that we'll get the zest of, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of flour. We have all of our ingredients ready. It's time to get started. So I got my mixing bowl here and I have my butter. I heated up the butter for about 10-20 seconds in the microwave just to soften it a little bit to make my life a little easier. Add in the sugar and the eggs. And then we'll proceed to beat these to a consistent consistency where they're nice and smooth and creamy. We don't want any lumps in this, so it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of elbow grease, although it can be made much easier just using a mixer, but that's neither here nor there. In this channel we do it by hand. Okay, looks like we're almost done mixing that. No more real lumps in there. So we'll grab one of our lemons now, as well as our grater. Now we're going to get the zest of lemon, which is just the outside rind of the lemon. And I'm going to do the full lemon for this, just kind of working my way around the whole perimeter of it. If you don't want your lemon bread to be super duper lemony, like I am going for here, just use less, do like half the lemon, or you could grate it and then measure it and do about like a tablespoon or half a tablespoon worth, and that's probably a little bit more reasonable, but I like the strong lemon taste in my lemon cake, so this seemed to work good for me. And once we're done with that, then we'll start mixing again. And we don't have to mix for as long this time, but we just want to make sure that we're good and incorporated to make sure our lemon is in the right place. And now that that's all good and mixed, we'll set that aside, grab ourselves another mixing bowl. We'll pour in our flour. Now make sure you sift your flour. You don't want any oddballs in it or anything, any clumps. And then we're going to add our salt to this, as well as our baking powder. And we're just going to give this kind of a little bit of a quick mix. Okay, looking good. So we'll set this aside now. We'll grab our first bowl, and then we'll dump about half of our dry mixture into it, as well as our milk, and then we'll start mixing again. Oh, don't forget the vanilla. Gotta make sure you have the vanilla in the cake or it just won't be the same. Now after some serious mixing, we'll add the rest of the dry ingredients and we'll mix some more, making sure we get everything nice and combined. And there we go, looking good. Try to get it off the edges of the bowl. Looking perfect. There's a bit better of a view there as I aggressively mix this thing. And we're almost done. Perfect. Kind of that soupy consistency we're looking for. Okay, we'll set that aside, get our pan here, and then we'll butter up our pan. Now I don't know if I put enough butter in this pan. It looks kind of like I did in the camera, but it's stuck quite a bit. So I think if I had a little bit more butter in there, it wouldn't have been so bad. And just take your time, scoop everything out into your pan. And we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. We're going to cook this thing for about 40 minutes. I think I cooked mine a little bit longer than that. So into the oven we go. And now the way that we tell if this cake is done is the old toothpick method. So we'll pull it out of the oven, stick the toothpick in, pull it out, examine your toothpick. You don't want it to be totally gummy or chewy or any chunks sticking to it, so it comes out clean so we know it's done. Now we have to get it out of the pan and we're good to serve. I just had mine with a little espresso. Really was quite good. One thing I didn't make with this was the icing or the glaze. And the way that you make that is you mix icing sugar with lemon juiced lemon, and that can be pretty good too. So let me know in the comments below how you make your lemon cake. And if you like this video, push the like button, and if you want to see more of this, please subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome.